Hi, welcome to the market view for Thursday the 28th of August 2014. And as you can see from the 30-minute chart, we had one potential buy signal yesterday which wasn't qualified, but then the pound moving higher. Again, from the grey shaded area of horizontal lines there, you can see that the market traded in a very narrow 50 pip range during yesterday's trading session there, and then retracing about 50% of the move before the close late afternoon, and then just sideways, and then the market retracing on the overnight back to the upper grey shaded area there of 166. So the market currently trading around that area. In the 60-minute chart, same thing. We had the buy signal, wasn't qualified. Again, you see that resistance at the 166 area, and then the market coming back to that during the overnight session. In the daily chart, we can see the market trying to move higher, and we'll keep the fib retracements we've got in place. So we've got a bit of resistance here where we've got the highs. I'll just mark this up for you. Just take off the extend right. So from here across at the 160, well, it's going to be 166 area by the time the market gets up to here. So 166 area is the resistance area in this market at the moment. So once through this, the sort of the next upside target is 166.23 and then 166.43. The question is there any news to move this market? You can see how sideways it is at the moment. So in the news, we've got let's have a look what we've got around. We've got the German news out at 7:29, and then we've got over to the US really for the weekly unemployed preliminary GDP forecast to show lower, which will be interesting, and that's out before the Dow opens as well. And then pending home sales at 3 p.m, which is released once the Dow is open, and that's forecast to be higher, which could have a positive effect, which we'll see in just a moment. So that's the pound, very lackluster and sideways. You can see they're trading in a range of 50 pips for the last few days. So again, on the Dow, we've got prices there back at the all-time highs. Yesterday, the market showed an inside bar, which you can see there as well. So trading in a narrow range, which is no surprise really, because we are near the all-time highs, and as I said in yesterday's Dow market view, that the as we approach these all-time highs, we need some really good news to break through. And yesterday there was no economic news of any note, so the market just trading sideways there. It's an inside bar, which means that it's trading inside of the previous days. In this case, Tuesday's high and Tuesday's low, so that's an inside bar. Inside bars are bars of indecision, because the market or nobody wanted to bid above the high or the previous day's low price, so a bit of indecision there in the market, but back at those all-time highs. In the 5-minute chart, we've got a sell, and then we see the market moving lower. Where does it trade down to? It goes down to the big round number there, which is around, let's have a look, 17,100. The market is tested, which we see there. We've got a bit of support coming in here, a bit more there, but it takes a breakthrough to realize there's no more selling around, and then all of a sudden we have this second testing here. Notice the volume there, very high, and then we see the market trading back up. And where does it trade to? Well, if we go from the high down to the low, it stops at the 76%, goes through on low volume, and then eventually comes back. Then trades in a sideways range, banging its head against this resistance all the way through until eventually it drops back down and moves lower. You'll also notice from here down to here, and if I draw that across, there is a double sort of resistance there as well, which is probably why we ended up with the inside bar for this market. So the on the intraday basis, one signal, 20 pips there, and the market then stuck at the BRN, trying to move up, but finding resistance at the 76% retracement there. That's why the market has that resistance there. Nice bit of activity at the beginning there, but then it peters out, and you can see nobody's really trading come 6 o'clock. We're normally between 6 and 8. It's quite good, but not yesterday. Just a bit of a shakeout there, back just to retest that BRN there, 17,100. Again, you see the testing happening there. You see the buying coming in, and then the market trading back. And no doubts, if I go from here down to here, you'll see again that same thing. The market struggling a bit there, going through on low volume and then coming back. So again, no surprise there at all. And let's have a look at the implied volatility. So we've got 902 there for the implied at the moment, heading back towards that 7.9. The lower this goes, of course, the bigger the correction will be. And as I spoke about yesterday, once the Dow gets back to those all-time highs, if we go back to the daily chart, we've got this pattern of the market correcting after it breaks through the all-time highs. And again, you can see this as we go through there, new high, back down for a few days, through, and then back down for a few days. So there's this same pattern all the way through once the market makes a new all-time high. So we've got a high, all-time high here, market goes through the all-time high, comes back down, takes until we get to here, market comes back down, back through to the all-time high, a few days, back down, got to the same thing there as we come through, back down, and then we have this big correction here. But we are due for a major correction in this market, which we've spoken about. We've had the one of several hundred points, but we are due for another. So it will be interesting to see, and keep your eyes peeled in this area so that you are aware of what the pattern has been before and what it's likely to be moving forward there. Right, well, that's it for this morning. I will see you in tomorrow morning's market view. Have a good day. Let's hope the weather cheers up a bit. As I look through the window at the moment, it's a typical grey, miserable leaden sky there, but hopefully things will cheer up as the day goes on, and more so in the currencies and the Dow. See you tomorrow. As ever, thanks for your support, and as ever, thanks for watching as well.